Welcome back to the TJ podcast. We've been on hiatus for like I don't even know how long. I am your host, Alex,
I'm the co-host, Javon.
and our guest.
My name is Tyler Gray. Nice to meet y'all.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Gray,
Yes, sir.
also known as our sponsor,
Yes,
the guy
sir.
who allowed us to have all this equipment. Well,
Yes, sir.
And so we finally come to the end of the seniors year after prom and all that.
Yeah, it's scary, man. Like just looking back at everything this past year, just has been a W year for me. Like honestly, just all around. Like I don't know how anymore I got here. Like it was so like back to back with like music stuff, just necktie, then like just I don't know. It's just W's like this
Yeah.
entire year. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like it's been good. Been good. It's been
Sounds like
good.
It's been great.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
He was like, "Oh,
Well, this episode needs to be dated because probably don't even have to say what our record has been for releasing episodes. Because by the time
Oh.
this comes out, or we are recording this
so
like May 12th.
sheesh."
Yeah, we haven't released an episode in like a month,
Hey,
and we might release one like in a few hours.
hey, y'all
today.
back like y'all never left though. Y'all back like y'all never left.
Yeah, but
There's a fashion show going on, and
The fashions,
they
yeah.
eating up. They whatever going on, they eating up, bro.
infinitely
insane.
more interesting than this.
Yeah,
Also interesting, prom. You were prom king.
yeah. That okay. That the whole story behind that. It was just like I did it. Mine's like last minute, so it was like literally the week before I signed up. Yeah, so I wasn't planning on it, and my friends was like, "Yo, just try to do prom king and see what happens." I'm like, "All right, best senior, like, put my name on the joint, do it in a hat, whatever." So then I'm over here like telling people, and it's like, "Oh, are you doing like?" They asked me like, "Are you doing prom king?" I'm like, "Yeah," and it was like, "You got my vote already." I was like, "What the freak?" Like, I didn't even like imagine. I was like, "You really don't have to vote for me," but then I was like, "Shoot, we all in this together, so like." Shoot, why don't like I just do the song like at prom? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was just like having that. And then like the thing is, I feel like it was like our win instead of it just being like, oh, I won, like whatever. Like I didn't feel like that because I'm just like
Definitely.
it showed because then it was heartwarming to me because I was like I didn't know how many people I really like affected to the point that it was just like a landslide almost because it was like just people from like everywhere, like people I didn't even know. Yeah, was voted for me, and I was just like, "What the devil is it?" So it was just like it was insane because it was like the whole place erupted when they said my name, and I was just like, it was that Friday was a fever dream. That Friday was a definite fever dream because then it was like that, and then that was the first time I ever performed a song of mine in front of people. So it was like just back to back. So it was like the
You did
prom
great.
thing. Yo, it was so much fun, and I loved that like the people loved it also because I was just like I was kind of skeptical. I'm like, is people gonna actually rock with this? It's just like cheesy, da 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 da. No, they was into it, and that's what made it all the better at the like in the long. But yeah, man, Phew. Crazy.
It was great because like when your song came on, like me personally, I didn't really enjoy much of the music at prom.
Hey,
It's like it just felt like a lot generic.
yeah, you know
Like
what I'm
I've heard it
saying?
all, and it's all like a lot of it has been overplayed. But your song, it felt good. It felt unique. It's something new.
Oh, thank you,
It was
dog.
just nice to hear, and
Thank you,
just
dog.
coming from you personally, because I knew you, it
Yeah.
just felt a lot better. And it was just a good song.
That's what made it because it was like everybody it's like one big family. Like that drink. It was just like we were just going crazy. We just went crazy. That was all I can say.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, dog. Thank
It's
you,
like-
man.
my favorite moment
That means a
of
lot.
prom.
It means a lot. Thank you, dog.
All right. So clearly, you have a music career after high
sir.
school. After high school,
Uh-huh.
what are your big dreams?
Just because I'm a Christian dude, like you know what I'm saying at heart. My biggest thing I think God gave me was that like to separate the Christian thing from being an artist, because like the Bible talks about us being like honest in every single way, because that's how God is with us. So I'm like, if we try to filter everything just for like general people, you're not gonna reach anybody. Because like what I try to do through my music is that I put my life. So it's like I think Lecrae said that's like I'm giving you admission to my trauma, like with that type of thing. So it's like whatever I go through in life is going to be some point in time in my music that I'm probably going to write about it. But then like what I do, because I'm working on an album now, is that beginning song is about God, and then the ending song is about God also. But everything else in the middle is just life. Because like the Bible says he's the author and the finisher of our faith. So he's starting the joint, and then through it all, he's still faithful, and he's able to like bring me out of whatever.
Mhm.
And that shows like throughout. So then it's like also the generic, like I'm being honest through my music, like because that's like that translate better. If you try to do something that's like superficial and try to go for like likes and hits, whatever, it's not gonna last so long because there's not a lot of quality in it, basically. Because like with Stomp, that was just like I was just being honest. I was like, shoot, like life was great. Like I just wrote that joint. I was just like, just you know what I'm saying? Like, get out the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of drink. So, did that. It didn't, like, that's what helped it translate better. Because it was just, like, it wasn't like, I was just saying, like, oh, sex, drugs, or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that stuff. It was just me. It then, like, when people know that I do not switch up on anybody. Like, I do not care. Because, bro, I'm telling you right now, like, I give y'all full permission to knock me upside my head if I ever switch up on anybody. Like, I don't care who. Because, like, I'm trying to hold accountability for myself also, and I take pride in that a lot because like a lot of people need that, and then also in their circle too, because like it can help go a long way, and you can encourage each other. So like, yeah, man, God been God, God been God.
You know, hearing coming from other people, it when I hear other people just talk in their groups, right? It
Yeah,
sounds like no one trusts each other or something like that. It's kind of like some
yeah.
people talk about how, oh, I can't trust
It's
anyone.
like I'm like,
And
why? Like, why are you gonna take pride in like you can't trust anybody? Something's
yeah,
wrong.
exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Like I say this to everybody. I'm like, if something's hurting or you like get hit, like just because you can take a hit doesn't mean you should be getting hit in the first place. So you gotta figure out what is hurting.
Mm.
How do I fix this? And then to prevent this for the better, like because then also with that, you can help somebody else out
Right.
with that also. Because you'll be like, hey, I've been through this. Like the scar thing is like I could like if you see my scars, you can know that your scars can heal too. Also, your wounds can heal.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Power music.
Yes, sir.
Power music.
Makes the world go round, man.
So you talk a lot about the passion and almost like the responsibility you have in your music to like
Mm,
uphold your image and show everybody how you like actually are.
mm,
And I feel like you say it's like like generic, almost like talk about your life through music,
mm.
but I feel like that's just what art is.
Yeah.
Like the way people like just putting the way you think or what you're thinking
Yeah.
as a display for other people to see.
Exactly.
Like,
That's the
that's
whole
just
image.
what it
That's art in
is.
general. That's what makes the world go round. It's like you can put something up and like it has the power to upset like 3 million people in like an hour, like with the little Nas thing. But like it's so much power. It's like a balance with it, and it's like a beautiful thing if you know how to use it right. You know what I'm saying? Because some people just like use it just to change their lives for like the better. Then some people just do it just because let me just you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm like you gotta be really careful because some people can like twist that and it's not their fault. It's just like how their mindset is, and then like it just stem to other things. Like it's a very powerful tool.
Yeah.
Really.
What are they called again? Company drops or something like that? No. Label drops? No.
Yeah,
Or something like that. Or it's something drops. It's like where like just companies just spew out these artists, right?
Yeah.
And they lyrics generic, beats generic.
Like because they try to do they just want their money back.
Yeah.
They just like that's the thing. Like a lot of these label people think like they're evil. It's just like the whole thing is they give you money. They're like, hey, you got talent. We're gonna give you this much so you can recreate that talent and bring it to another level. And if that fails, okay, we're gonna show you how to get our money back. You don't want that because it's gonna take away your character. like in the long run. Because then, like, okay, this is getting money. Because then you see all cars and stuff like that. Just record companies are just there to make you look good.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Because like if you talk about, I think like Brent Fries, like he talked about it. It was he was like thinking like, wow, I don't got money like that, like all that stuff, da 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 da. But he was the only one who really had money because he owned all the stuff, like his masters and everything. But everybody else was just like dirt broke, and like they were just like they look good, but wasn't any money going in the bank at all from what they was doing. Like that's the thing I'm trying to do because I'm like I do everything myself, so it's like performing the stuff, like mixing, the mastering. Mastering's a that's a pain in the booty cheeks, bro. Like yo, it was so bad, but like so then it's like what you hear is like what you get is like is everything is me. That's what I love about it because I'm like if there's something wrong and it comes out wrong, I gotta check myself because I'm like this is all me. So I'm like, okay, where did I go wrong on the spectrum? You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like, it's cool. Like, so I'm like, yeah, it's just everything's go through me and everything, and people get down with the vision. So I'm like, yeah, man.
Yeah. It's very important to have your character in your music and also like in real life because
Yeah.
like there's gonna be somebody like rapping about, oh, I have
Da, da,
this
da,
guy,
da,
yeah, I
da,
shoot
yeah.
up like
I'm
these
like,
many people,
it
right?
gets tiring. Like after so many years of that, it's like because the reason why a lot of people like 2000s music a lot is because they was really like generic. Because what they was rapping about or what they was singing about was real life. It wasn't like okay, I got like I just went to Icebox and I spent like a few bands, like 500 bands or something like that. Like over time, like I'm sorry, it gets tiring over a while.
It
Like
does.
just like you know what I'm saying, it just like turns into a little like turn it off. And like after a while, like it's cool because some people like know how to do it right. Like I like Denzel Curry, bro. Like he's like I think he was one of the like first people that I was kind of like yeah, like I loved his music stuff because it was like he was just so generic with all his stuff. And then it was like, yeah, he flexed like here and there and everything, but it wasn't all the time. He was talking about life. That's what I appreciate because it's like it's transparent and
It's
like
real.
yeah, it's real. It's actually real because there's a lot of fake things in this world, but the real things stick out. And then some part of the problem with this world now is that like some things think like it's too good to be true because it's
Yeah.
so much fake stuff. So it's just like, oh, it's gonna last me like a few weeks, da da da. Then it's like a whole roller coaster after a while. But dang, they go crazy. But like, yeah, it's like it's a roller coaster, and then it's like you gotta get that high again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just like real stuff always matters. Like it will always work out in there. Like it will stand the test of time.
Like what you said about like the early 2000s, like and
Mm.
like the 90s.
Yeah.
It's like when I listen to like Nas and stuff, and they
Yes.
like because they do rap about like the generic
Yeah.
like shooting up guys on the block and
We're like,
stuff.
yeah, but
But
they was actually
they
doing that mess. That's
yeah,
what made it crazy.
and
So
I
it was
guess
like,
they start because like people like it sounds cool. Though they were,
yeah,
and even in turn they were rapping about it because like it was traumatizing,
yeah,
and they're
no,
like
duh,
saying the life was bad. I
yeah.
mean, like Kendrick Lamar always like sings about how like
Like
he doesn't
Compton
like
was
that
like
life.
a crazy like hell on earth.
Yeah,
Like
like
it was just like,
the
you know what I'm
life
saying?
was terrible, and he sings about it as like
Yeah,
as a way to cope and to let the
yeah.
world know about how he felt.
And then like process it at the same time
Yeah, but
too.
then like people just hear the good music and go, oh, so I got to sing like this.
Like no, it was like be you. They're being them. That's what made them like as big as they are now. Because they're being them, and it's not exhausting trying to be like somebody else too at the same time. Because then over a while, that's just like it gets tiring. Like Michael Jackson, like he was to the point that like he got so famous that like they had to recreate a supermarket just so he can shop like normally, and the people that was in there was like literally his family members. Yeah, so to the point that like it's insane because I'm like, bro, like how can people just like put this dude on it like a pedestal like so much to the point that he don't even feel normal? He can't be normal because people hold him to that standard because he's Michael Jackson, like da 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 da. Like no, but it's like the way I see people like who's doing this stuff, I see like ordinary people doing extraordinary things because we're all humans. Like there's skin, blood, melatonin, like whatever, like you know what I'm saying, like sunlight. No, just we're all humans. Like at the end of the day, is that Eli? Hey yo, what's up, yo?
Oh my gosh.
I was we doing a podcast. See, like, bro, it's insane. But like, yeah, so like, so it's
Man,
like to that point, they all
oh my
coming out.
gosh, jeez.
Oh,
Can you look great?
yeah,
Were you
dog,
in the
look,
talent
Jimmy,
show,
dog.
fashion show?
Yeah, fashion show, man. I should have did that joint too. That joint was great.
Surprise guest, Kenyon
Okay,
Silverstein.
yeah.
I'm only here for a limited time only. I like to say this whole cast missed the talent show. I mean the fashion show. Y'all should have seen it. No, but it was real talent. Some people changed within like a quarter of a second. There are people out there who were
No,
in
I
three
know
of
how
the
that feels.
categories, and they changed like mad quickly. That's talent right there. It should be a
Bro.
talent show.
Call
But
those Superman in the
I'm,
phone
I'm
booth.
wearing the suit for the rest of the day. I'm wearing the suit for the rest of the day. I'm not taking this off.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Thank you, Kenyon. Thank you.
Give it up for King, everybody. You going like, yeah, man. Yeah, just like be you. Be you. Be you. Above all else, be you. Be
Man.
you, trust God. Be you and trust God.
So, I'm gonna be happy, like seeing you in the future. I can just tell, as the more you experience, you're just gonna get better and better with what you do.
Thank
Like
you,
you're just
dog.
your talents with music. Express yourself more freely, and it's gonna be great.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying. It means a lot, dog. That's what I'm saying. It means a lot. See? Oh God. There's people coming from everywhere.
We don't have much time left.
It's all cool.
Well, back to when this was made, like the beginning of the podcast, like when we brought it up at Necktie Club.
Yeah.
That didn't really work out.
Like, it was just like, yeah, I talked to y'all. I was like, oh, this on a podcast? Because like a lot of people be talking about it, but they don't like do it or follow through or do what they have to do it. And I was like, y'all was actually for real because y'all knew who to go to. That's what I was like.
Alex knew who to go to. He didn't do it for a month though.
Like, yeah, it is like at least like because then it's like y'all just ask for help, just like to get off the ground. And I was like, yeah, like I got y'all because I get the vision. Like we need a podcast. Like people, like this school is like we sleeping on gems here. Like low key, there's so many dope people in this school, bruh. Like even though it's not just me, it's just like my whole circle. I'm just like AFA. They didn't really start talking about us until like this year.
Oh yeah, you guys really deserve more recognition.
Yo, like, cause it was the cabaret that joint put us on the map, like for real. Cause it was '90s theme, so it was like we was having a field day.
Oh yeah.
So it was that joint. First time I ever like sung and danced in front of people.
Oh, that
was the first time I ever did something. Like that was the first time I sung in front of people. Like actually, like at a thing. So with that, it was kind of like a gateway. It was like, okay, I can do this, I guess. So it was like Ramis and Jordan, they was like dancing with me with that joint. So it was just like doing the choreography for that. And then it was just like I had to make the track by scratch because I had to remix like 1999 by Prince. So I was just like, okay, I got a vision. I just stuck to it, and then one thing just led to another, and then that's how you got like the cabaret performance. And then to the avail of T Kib seeing it for the first time, she was like, I need you to, can you guys do it the next day? So we all going to sleep like traumatized like this because we don't know who's going to perform next day. So then it's like that morning we get a list. I see my name like first thing. I was like, so it was like all my acts because I had to play bass for like Crete with Annika singing. Then it was like the Living the Villa Loca with Deacon singing on that joint. Then I had to play bass for that, and then 1999. So it was just like back and forth, like all over the place. But it was cool because it was like fun. People still remember it, which was amazing to me because I'm like, yeah, like if it translates to you, that I did my job. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, straight up AFA, please support them because I would not be the guy I am today if it was not for the Academy of Fine Arts. And I'm not just saying to be biased, but I'm telling you right now, that joint is a breeding ground for greatness. It's a complete breeding ground for greatness. Like, bro. And then it's like it's also like the family aspect that I love about it. It's just like you walk in there, it's just like, hey, what's up? Da 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 da. It's just like, no, let's just work on this one thing. Then like da 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 da. And then like boom, you got like a hit record. Just like straight up. Cause that happened like 3 times a little bit with us. And it was like people say, like, you need to release it now. Like da da da. It's like, but it was like, nah, not yet. We gotta You know what I'm saying? Oh, she was
Oh,
10:49.
10:49.
10:49.
I really don't want to cut this short, man.
Time flies, man. Time flies.
You are our best guest. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Because like everyone's not used to like being in a podcast. Before.
Really? I was like,
Yeah.
no, I was mad excited to be doing this. I was like, I can talk with the boys, bro. Do part 2?
Wait, are you gonna be here Monday?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, okay.
Part 2 then.
Part 2.
Hey.
Part 2.
Christian, you have any words?
Where's my part two?
All right, that's the end. See you all later.